Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to make a tutorial here using Logic. You can use whatever DAW you have. Many of you I know use Reaper because it's kind of free, right? But inside Logic, so the approach will be the same, only different ways. And I'm trying to recreate a beautiful tone. It doesn't matter if it's a lead tone, we'll go through that, or a solo tone, but I'm going to try to make a solo tone. I'm using my Les Paul Classic, and in this tutorial what's going on here is the fact that I'm using the Boss MK2 without a cabinet. Okay, so I've done that in a previous video where I connect the line out from the Boss MK2 into my sound card, and right away you have a signal into your DAW that is completely raw, and it also bypasses the amp. Okay, raw meaning there's no cab. All right, this is good if you want to achieve like I've talked also before, kind of a Led Zepp tone. Would have to put some compressors on it, but you know, because the tone that you get is this one. And this tone was very kind of like hi-fi, because he was using just the console, right, and some compressors, and so the story tells. But it's very easy to recreate that tone without a cabinet, only using compressors and stuff. I can use virtual plugins to do that. So the sound that I have right now coming from the Katana MK2 is this that you just heard. Kind of sucks, right? Alright, so I have here, I've tried also, before I continue, I've tried 2 notes torpedo wall of sound, something like that. But I found out it only comes with 2 cabs, the free version, and it's very clumsy to register. Really, I was really disappointed, and it only has 2 cabs and a few mics. So this Nadir, I think it's Nadir that you call it, right? From STL Tones Ignite Amps impulse response loader, for me is much better. Only this time I'm going to use the stock cabinets that come with this particular plugin. I'm not going to use any outside third-party IRs like I usually do from Miko, those ML Sound Lab that sound fantastic, but I'm going to try to get a good tone out of this. So basically here you can blend 2 microphones, right? There's a knob here called balance. You can put it to the right, you can put it to the left, choose a microphone on the left and on the right, and then you can blend them as you wish. Okay, I'm going to stay on the left side, and I'm going to choose this 4x12 V30 of Axis, and the sound with it engaged is this one. Okay, now don't forget that your tone is going to be built around Tone Studio. So if I left that cab, now I'm going to do whatever I can to make it sound good. So let's try the lead channel. You can choose different cabinets as well, but I'm going to stick with this cab here, 4x12. It's off Axis, and I like the sound like it is. It's not too, not too bright, not in your face. And I'll leave it on this. I'm going to close this for now. Balance is to the left. There's no room. I don't want that. Okay. So I'm going straight into Tone Studio and start to sculpt my tone here. Now, bear in mind, I'm not going to use the effects in Tone Studio. This is more of a tutorial for your DAW. Okay. Doesn't have to be so distorted as it is. Let's engage the booster. Okay. Let me put this on the brown channel. Okay, let me decrease the distortion, it's on variation mode. Increase the volume outside so I can hear it a little bit better on my sound card. Okay, for you guys it's probably the same. Now I'm going to start here with my EQ, and it's pretty much as I like it. I'm going to leave this everything at noon, meaning it's doing nothing except for the low cut and the high cut. I'm going to open it a little bit, just. Well, I prefer it like it was, like this. You can do that on the plugin itself I can show you here on the plugin that you also have controls for high pass, low pass, resonance, okay, and delay is something very different. So it's already at 10K. Okay, I'm gonna close this, open up Tone Studio again, until I find a tone that I'm happy with. Bridge pickup, the neck pickup right now. Okay, I'm gonna try the crunch channel. Just messing around here a little bit with EQ, increase the presence. Not going to do a lot with the EQ. I'm going to the booster and try a different booster, like treble booster. Increase the drive a little bit. Okay, not this one, let's try another one. Mid boost. So I want to say around like this, like a mid-gain tone, so to speak. Sounding good so far. I'm going to increase a little bit the tone here. It's very dry because there's no effects. Now this is the part that I want to get a little bit more into. Okay, I'm gonna leave this as it is because I'm really liking the tone. Just increase a little bit the gain here. Okay, fine. Now I'm gonna close or minimize Tone Studio. And now in Logic, what I have to do is create some Aux Tracks, okay? Let me see if I can do this while recording. I'm gonna stop recording. And now I'm going to create some Aux Tracks. So in Logic, it's very easy. If I pull up my mixer window, I have here on this column, the sends, and I'm gonna choose a random send, bus 1. It automatically creates my aux track, right? I'm gonna put it this little circle here, gonna click here to stay in stereo. And now I'm gonna send to another track, bus 2, also in stereo. So on the first one, I'm gonna put a reverb. I'm gonna use just stock plugins, okay? So from Logic, there's a bunch of plugins here. Reverb. Chroma Verb is a very good reverb inside Logic, so I'm gonna use that one. Okay, now that I've made my auxiliary tracks, I can name them so I don't get lost in the session. Double click here and call guitar verb, okay? And in this case, I'm gonna call it guitar delay. All right, so these are the ones that I'm going to use, and this one just guitar. Okay, so first of all, I have this bus 1 sent to this plugin from Logic, call it Chroma, okay? And I'm gonna choose like a room for now and increase here until unity will be a lot probably, and play to see how it sounds. Sorry. Cool, but it's a lot. But I want more of an intimate sound, so I'm going for a concert hall, which is a lot. And now I'm gonna do some steps here, like in details, you can low cut and high cut the reverb, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna high cut it around 150 probably, and low cut around, it's already around 10, okay? So it's lots of reverb. I'm gonna put this a little bit lower, send my signal less signal. Also can do stuff here on the plugin, like the width, smoothing. There's a lot of stuff here. Main, wet and dry, distance, decay. I'm going to increase the decay. Okay, I'm going to put less less reverb probably. You can mix the wet signal with the dry signal, which is kind of cool. Okay, let's see how it sounds on the neck pickup right now. One of those kind of dream tones, okay? I'll make adjustments as we go. And now on the second bus number 2, I'm going to insert again a plugin that comes bundled with Logic, and I'm going to stereo delay. Okay, I've just inserted a stereo delay that comes bundled with Logic, a stock plugin, and disengage the reverb so I can hear just the delay and make some adjustments, okay? So let's see how it is right now. Alright, we already have ping pong. I'm gonna change the values here. I want this to be around, this is the left delay, around 400 milliseconds, around that, and this one around 700 milliseconds, something like that, around these values. Now you can you can also low cut and high cut all these parameters and take control of the feedback. Okay, let's check out. And also the output mix of the delay. Okay, less feedback. Sounding cool. Less feedback, much less feedback. I don't want too much feedback. Let me check out. Okay, output mix. Okay, I'm liking how it is. Now engage into the reverb. Okay, if you guys don't want to touch, it is like it is right now, I can increase a little bit the treble or something like that. But since we are inside our DAW, in my guitar channel, I'm going to set an EQ. So let's check out what it does. You can see here how the waveform or the frequencies when I play. A little bit of boxiness around 500K, so I'm gonna take a little bit, increase a little bit here. Okay, let's think of this like a dream tone, okay? So you guys see where this is going. So I'm trying to recreate like a dream tone inside Logic with stock plugins, the Nadir, which is a third-party plugin for impulse responses, and then you can do a lot of this stuff inside your DAW. You can even leave just Tone Studio as it is and sculpt your tone here using other type of plugins, okay? But these are sounding really cool for now. Okay, this is the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys understand everything that I did. If you don't, please leave me a comment below. But it's pretty much this. You can create your tone starting with Tone Studio. Once again, just to recap, going from the line out into your DAW, right? So you have this raw tone, no amp, no cab. I mean, no cab, you definitely have a amp. And then using the Ignite, which is free and comes with a bunch of free IRs, you can then sculpt your tone, leave Tone Studio alone because don't get me wrong, the effects in Tone Studio are great, stereo delays and everything, but they get printed. What I mean by that is that once you record them, you cannot unrecord it. You cannot take the delay or take everything. So I prefer to record, if it's for myself, I prefer to record a dry tone, even if it's not, if it's captured with a microphone, and then add effects after the fact, because I think it's the best way to do it, like they do in almost all studios, okay? In this case, we're taking advantage of the line out, and with the stereo expand mode, stereo expand mode, it have to be on the Katana, so you get the raw tone, and then you can add plugins at your taste. I could add more chorus. I could have third-party plugins not inside of Logic that are more faithful recreation of consoles, like Waves plugins, Slate Digital, compressors and stuff like that, and I can build a huge tone just using what I'm using, okay? So this is very important if you're at home, and I hope you are, and you stay safe, and you want to create a different tone and record with a non-destructive way, meaning that I can change anytime my delay, my reverb, because it's not being printed. The only tone that's being printed is one that comes from Tone Studio that right now has no effects at all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this almost small tutorial. Many thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that bell notification. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.